control. And we're going to start things off on board with Reciprocity, and it's going to be Zed. Man, already on the A zone. He's capped 1 tick halfway through the second. This is a good start here for Rec.
Yeah, Zed's a player who I was, pretty high on in the Pro League. He was playing so good. He was, whenever Tommy was going off, it was Zed who was going off. And, I'm very excited to see him and Dylan being that aggressive duo, especially on that map 1. They both had so many engagements that can sort of play off each other in that regard.
The one thing to note, really, from what we've seen in the Pro League and Optic Gaming specifically throughout the year on gridlock control, when it comes to teams attacking A, Optic will not slow down. There could be a millimeter left on the final tick. They will challenge you. They will take that fight. They don't believe in giving away any freebies whatsoever, because some teams will just allow you to cap A off the rip and set up around the outside. Yeah, and that's one thing I will disagree with on the side about the gaming, simply because they weren't winning this map as often in Pro League. At Vegas, that was sort of the strategy, but if you over push this side, it can pretty much screw you over later on in the game. And Reciprocity making a lot of progress. And the reason I bring that up is what happens. Reciprocity start with an A push. They get 1.5 ticks. Then Optic push in. They defend the site, rightfully so, but Rec, they're already at B. They then cap B, they rotate back up towards A, and Optic's caught in this rotation race where I don't even think they're going to be able to get there in time.
Exactly.
No, they're not. Easy round.
And Rec were aware of exactly what you just said, and that's why they played it like that, and it works out perfectly, right? Like, you get that sort of progression over towards A, you die, Optic pushes it again, and you get B, and you end up getting A as well, in about as perfect of a side of control as you can have. And that was just well played from top to bottom out of Rec. Very, very well played indeed. And here's the play from Zed. Sliding across, he gets himself a double, backs away towards his teammate, and they capture the B zone. Now, Optic Gaming, their attacking side. What will we get to see from a B
them?
push.
You reckon? Yeah. Just full on fly?
Probably.
Are you Yoda?
Oh, am I right?
You are right.
I am right. A B push right off the rip. 3 players through ice cream, 2 players on the street, and it's just 1 player to deal with. It's number 3, that's going to be Tommy, and he's going to fall back into that mail room, and they should be able to get a free tick before there's even a single engagement. And if you're Rec, you got to try to get in the mix right now. I guess the question is, how many ticks can you get? 1 tick is through, half of the second tick is through. Now TJ's hitting a bit of a late flank, because Zed, he will be traded out. 2 ticks come through. So decisions need to be made right now, Ben, right? Do we fully commit to getting this B point? Do we trust Crimsix? And I guess we do. Here's the 2-piece. We're going to go and we're going to try to lock down B. And right there, some teams might decide to try to push A, get some progression over there. Optic, on the back of Crimsix's 2-piece are going to be able to get B and, try to funnel through the spawn here for A. Prim closest streak, 75 away. This kill will do it. Gets it. Lightning has been earned. 75 away from a Hellstorm. Obviously, every time we cast Gridlock, we like to say, well, streak's not, necessarily crucial, but hey, as I always say, it's a missile that falls from the sky. It's helpful. And also the lightning gives you the ping, right? In control, it's good, right? Like, you get that ping, and then also that courtyard area at A, you can pick up a bunch of kills. In hardpoint, it's not as good, but what Crim's doing right now is so huge, right? Like, being in the spawn, being annoying, making players back up, picks up 1 kill, and here comes Dashy trying to get some more entries for Optic. The problem for Reciprocity defending A for 2 minutes, as they have to, is so tough. The life count is equal, 18-18. The only real big advantage for Optic Gaming are those streaks and the fact they are attacking the A site. Yeah. Karma wants to just use that grapple, fly forward, and he's going to try and play for more spawn kills. Yeah, well, what's tough for trying to defend A, right, is like, eventually you're going to get, the other team's going to trade you out and get like a kill or 2, and even if you keep that man advantage, if the offensive team gets through towards your spawn and just keeps spawn killing you, you have to back up. And then at that point, if you give up A, the other team is in a position to just take control and dominate their site, because you have to funnel through one lane. So Optic Gaming are going to do just that. They get to the spawn, they start the spawn kill, they have a kill advantage, and now they have A site control. And you got to think the trade right here, they should be able to close this side out. Well, the team kill isn't going to help, and it's a foot race now to the zone. It's going to be Wuskin who was first there, but a tick is already coming through. The 3rd and final tick, that is. Scump will fall. It's contested for now, but it's the final 5 lives for Reciprocity. You have to be perfect, and, well, they've held for now. 1 player over towards Tree. It's Tommy. Tommy gets a nade kill onto Dashy. 5 versus 7. Got to be careful here. Yep, 5 versus 7, and Crim going to get that first blood, which was so huge to push on in here. Now they have that pillar to use to get inside, and you play strictly for kills right now. Here goes 2 kills on the side of Reciprocity, finessing the Showers area. Going huge right now on the side of Rec. Dylan picking up a big kill, and Zed also getting a 2-piece, and that's how deadly that positioning can be. This was a 5 versus 8 in favor of Optic Gaming, and now it's a 3 versus 2 in favor of Reciprocity. You need 1 tick if you're Optic Gaming, but this isn't going to come down to ticks. Has streaks. Do you use it? If you get a kill, maybe try to call that Hellstorm in, but at that point you're missing that body on the trade, and Weskin gonna get out of there with his life right here. Rex should be able to finesse the hill and just trade out.
25 seconds.
You gotta get a first blood if you're Optic.
Well, you're not gonna get either. You're both gonna fall, and you know, we said defending A for 2 minutes is almost impossible. Reciprocity do it, and they do it very, very well. Consistent trades, consistent pressure. Even when Optic went in, there was a team kill that came through on Reciprocity's side where you're thinking, oh, well, this is the end. Not the end. Weskin contest. Tommy is there. Consistently clutch kills coming out from Shawnee as well. Rec, looking great here.
There was a key two-piece there in sort of the little room area where Weskin got 2 kills. It was massive. He got those 2 kills, and they were able to break on in. I think where Optic went wrong was it was 8-5, and I would have liked them to try to go around middle map and maybe try to get a first blood, but Reciprocity did such a good job with their positioning and showers, staying alive and getting those first bloods.
Close it out here. Use your specialist.
Use the scrap slam right now.
If you're Rec, triple streaks as well. Thank you very much. Rec will take A, but I mentioned before, Optic, they're not going to concede it lightly. They will try and push through, and Scump's got himself a double. That definitely gives you license now to push through. Crash comes through as well. Zed will fall. Rec, I don't think they're going to get all 3 caps into A, but this could be deja vu from what we saw in that first attacking
there's no one
round.
B. There's not a single player B. Number 9 that's going to be Dashy's rotating back on over, but Zed's going to use that grapple and get positioning inside. If they can pick up this first kill and call in one of those streaks, this can be all Reciprocity. Here's a huge kill inside the 18-wheeler Dashy. Going to get taken out, but Krim going to invest that lightning strike, only going to get 1 kill. And a team kill on the side of Rec as well. So.
And now the pressure back up towards A. It's a huge 1v1 gunfight. Who's going to win it? It's TJ. Clutches up for Optic Gaming over towards A. Still 2 ticks, but once again, Reciprocity flying towards the A zone. If you're Optic, you just have to concede this. You still have a Hellstorm. The problem is Zed has a Lightning and a Hellstorm of his own, but that's that persistence I talked about, and they do not want to give anything up for free, and A is capped. 2 minutes to cap B.
Yeah, my thing about Optic continuously pushing that, though, is they gave up, more trades, and you want to kind of keep your life advantage. And what Rec's doing right now is pretty much flawless. 15-16, they have streaks to use. They're on that streak. Nobody's currently in their spawn. Optic, though, just picking up kills left and right. I think you might want to wait there for the Hellstorm to sort of spread and push up, but Tommy going to get taken out of the flank as well. So clean slate here, 11-15.
You've invested a lot here of your Reciprocity. How much more are you willing to invest? That's a Tempest, and Scumps just ran straight towards his teammate. What can Dylan do?
Just connect.
It did, but the War Machine is out. TJ will find 1. 1.5 ticks into B. 10-9, life advantage, Optic Gaming by 1.
Optic has to push, though.
They're in the hill. Yep. They're capping it. Karma has to go big. Grab slam.
You got to cut this corner and use that grab slam, and Crimstic's going to accidentally take out Karma. And right now, if you trade out, if you're Rec and you trade out right now, you win this game. You're so close to getting that full tick. Here comes the grab slam.
Karma is here again.
If they kill Karma, they can do this. 3-5, 2-5.
I think Karma just goes for it now. Just slides on in. Oh, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. 1v5. This round was close. Dylan does actually find 1.
Impossible.
If he 1v5s, then, I mean, that's just silly. There's no way.
Maybe try to get a kill or 2, stop them off some streaks. But, overall, I thought Rec played a pretty good side. It was just they couldn't get A as early as they wanted to and sort of let out lives. And that's going to slow down the amount of pushes that you're able to use at B. And B's a pretty tough side to get back.
Can I be honest? I was a little worried when Krim shot Karma when he had that grab slam. I was thinking, uh-oh, not again. Not again, but Optic survived. Rec so close, so close to being able to cap it.
They were a centimeter from getting that 3rd tick. They just needed 1 or 2 more kills. Nevertheless, it was a greatly played side on the side of Reciprocity, excuse me. 2-1, Rec in the lead. This would be a massive map win for Reciprocity. Going up 2-1 against a strong hardpoint team, and you're a good search team.
The problem is, you used a lot in that last round. You used both your streaks. Admittedly, Krim used his, but you used a lot of your specialists as well. Now on the flip side, Karma still has his grab, right? Krim, he has Vision Pulse. Dashy's working over towards a Tempest. This round is going to be so hard for Reciprocity to win it. And if they don't, I guess the question is, how long does this round last in terms of Reciprocity getting progression towards their specialists as well?
Yeah, so if you're Reciprocity, you kind of want to bleed Optic out of their utility, right? Make them use that grab slam, make them use that Tempest. And, you're not going to be too mad if you end up losing this round. Because that's kind of how control goes, right? If you go up 2-0 and you use your stuff and you do lose that 3rd round, it almost always goes to the very last round. And Krim's going to get more streaks, who's been lights out.
He's been fantastic. He's been fantastic.
1, 2, and 3. Other than the little blunder of falling off the map, he's been lights out throughout the series.
Bit of a big blunder, if we're honest. But at 22 and 11, double positive. He's going to invest the Vision Pulse, looking for even more kills as he roams through Reciprocity's spawn. And Rec, you did it once. Can you do it again? 2 minutes on the clock. You have to defend A. You're down in lives, and well,
so many streaks.
Dashy now has streaks. This round alone should be over.
Yeah. So kind of what I was talking about before, right? Like Rec right now, the comms should be like, we need to make them use their stuff. Like they have too much to deal with in one single round going into this next side. And you know, right now, if you can force Optic to use at least one set of streaks where there's the lightning, maybe force them to use a little bit more.
The problem is when you have that much utility for Crim, what's a lightning, right? What is that lightning in that situation? It's nothing. It's just securing the round, and you'll take that.
He's like almost re-wrapping if he gets this point and gets a kill.
Oh, he's feeling confident.
Slide up and get traded.
He's feeling really good. Almost got himself a double, but Optic, all they need to do again is just trade out these kills. It should be almost impossible for Rec to win this round, and it is. Optic Gaming from 2-0 down here in the control, tie things up at 2-2. We're going to a round 5, a hard point close. The search, round 11. This one, game 3, goes round 5. And you talk about what is available. You're up to Gaming, Grav, Tempest, 3 streaks. You got a Hellstorm, a Lightning, a Hellstorm.
That's a lot of stuff, Ben.
It's yeah, it is. It's a lot.
Rec win this. That's very impressive. The first 2 rounds were so well played out of them. The last 2 rounds, you know, obviously it's a lot of utility on side of Optic Gaming, and you know now they have all those streaks to play with. A lot of specialists. They have War Machine as well. So
saving grace.
Does Zed get grab again?
Yes, that I was about to say. The saving grace is Zed is 24 and 16. He's about to get his grab, and Wuskin, he's definitely going to get Vision Pulse at some point in this round. Now the question is, if you're Rec, what do you do off the rip?
Get inside. Crim calls in the Hellstorm. The stun comes in. Scum's going to be able to pick up 2 kills.
That's huge.
So good thing on the side of Rec, though, is that Hellstorm it's gone, right? You don't have to worry about it anymore. Just a lightning strike.
The problem is Scum single-handedly just defended that B site. Yes, the Hellstorm is going to give him a little bit of assistance there with how they play it, but
only one player A, though, man. So it kind of works out, pushing B, make him use a streak, and now there's only one player at A to deal with. If you can get some progression on there, you should be okay, but the problem is Optics in their spawn, just spawn killing them left and right.
Scum's close to streaks now as well.
Yeah, this is getting a little bit out of hand on the side of Reciprocity. They need to try to get some kills. They need to turn around and kill Scump out of their base. And they're sort of just pushing forward, and they're getting hit by all this utility left and right, and it's just pandemonium on the side of Reciprocity right now.
Oh, that kill would have been streaks. A big win. But Dashy says, don't worry, Seth. I have a lightning. I'll call it in. And that's the effect. 2 kills. The life advantage is massive. 26 to 16. There's 29 seconds on the clock. All of Reciprocity are now in A. Optic Gaming. Are you going to concede it?
Yeah, you have to give it up.
Are you going to challenge? That's the problem is if you do challenge, and there's obviously that grab slam, their worry is if he uses that successfully over towards B, I mean, you know, it only takes 1 push sometimes.
If you have 4 people on there, you can win the game, but Crim gets a huge 2-piece where the kills are getting a little bit closer. Crim extends it back to 10, and now you're sitting at a 12-kill lead, and you got a Hellstorm coming in. If you're Reciprocity, you just got to close this out 3-0. You can't let Optic win that 3rd round, and that's where they start to pick up their utility. And, you know, they started to catch that fire, and
Crim,
everybody.
This is the Crim show. Yeah. 30 and 13, an unbelievable performance. You know, he's halfway through towards another Vision Pulse. That just shows you how well he's actually playing right now.
He called it in like 2 minutes ago.
Yeah, he's playing very, very well. There is still time. There is still a chance for Reciprocity, but there is.
Not anymore. Like 21-7, it's so tough.
Look, you got Crash, which is game-winning, and you got 4 lives left, and you got
That's what people have been saying, though, is that Crim 6 has been like dominating online and in scrims and at the pre-lane, and it's really showing in this match.
Yeah, it is. It really is. A wonderful performance from Crim. A rare mistake from him in game 2. Gave Reciprocity a round, which, when it goes to round 11, I mean, Optic could have 3-0'd, arguably should have 3-0'd this series.
They could have, but also, Rec could be up 2-1 right now. So there's 2 sides to that coin, and I think this Rec roster is deeply improved. Like they look way better than the last Rec that we saw, and I think it's like just having that extra player in Dylan that can go off and, you know, assist you in these respawns. We saw Zed have a sensational map right there, who's been consistently great, and You know, I think this rec looks a lot better. They could have just 3-0'd him on this map.
One of the key things, though, that we talked about a lot at the start of the year with this Reciprocity, or